I'm going to place a no contact order. If there's any CYFD involvement, follow CYFD orders if there are any.
What you just heard right there is a judge laying out terms of release for a Grant daycare worker who's facing child abuse charges.
In fact, she's just one of two now former employees accused of leaving a young boy in a hot van during a field trip this past summer.
Our Emily Faith spoke to the boy's mom today. So, Emily, how is she feeling now that the case is at least beginning to move forward?
Well, Trevor, Tessa, Jade Flores says she feels a sense of relief to have the process at least in motion. In early August, her little boy was left for about 2 hours in a van in triple-digit temperatures after the daycare workers, Jennifer Lorenzo and Sigourney Harper, reportedly failed to realize that he was missing. The boy was only found after his older brother asked where he was when the daycare groups met for lunch. The toddler said his teachers from Small and Wondrous Child Development Center unbuckled the kids sitting next to him, but then left him in his car seat. The two daycare workers allegedly didn't even call emergency or medical services once they found him. Instead, they finished lunch and then returned to the daycare in Grants, which is when his mom took him to the hospital to be checked out. Flores says the excuse of failing to get a head count because the kids were moving around too much is not justifiable.
I've been in childcare for almost 6 years already. And that's the number one thing that we do is we count constantly. And no matter if the kids are moving around, you are the boss. You're the one that needs to control where they go and if they're safe and always have a head count on them.
Now, while Flora says she is relieved her son is going to get the justice for what happened to him, she thinks the director of the daycare should be facing charges along with the two workers. According to the affidavit, the director was on the field trip as well and was overseeing everything. Flora says she feels accountability should go up the ladder.
There's been no kind of discipline towards the director. She was just as much a part of it as both of the girls were. So I don't see why they didn't add her in with the girls to be charged. I just want them to take accountability and, apologize to my son because he didn't deserve none of that.
Now, while Lorenzo waits for her next court date, she has been ordered to have no contact with the kids involved in this case. Sigourney Harper will appear before a judge tomorrow afternoon. Back to you.